MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos today. Another reaction video. Soraya Brooks, shout outs to you. We're going to be reacting to our videos once again. Title of this video, hey, how women initiate divorce and get mad when ex-husband moves on. Oh boy, here we go. We just going to get right into it. Let's do it.
I was truly waiting on him to do something so bad that it would justify me ending the marriage. Again, I was waiting on my husband to be a bad person. I stayed with the same person for 21 years, created a family. I was in the relationship 21 years, married 17, and I was married to a good man. I was married to a good guy.
Well, by doing exactly this young woman did not just lose a good husband, she also lost a good man that she'll probably never be able to find again. As we all know, divorce rates are exploding. But not only that, with the divorce rates exploding, women regrets because of their divorces is also exploding.
Pause on that. See, when men, including myself, talk about what women do, mostly, you know, their actions, it's so incomprehensible and maddening that they will wait for you to mess up one time so that they can have an excuse and play victim when things don't go their way. Because she didn't truly want the marriage. She truly didn't want the relationship. That's what's baffling to me. This is crazy. But yeah, let's ride out.
Divorce statistics show that it's usually the wife who initiates the divorce, but then these ladies get struck by reality since their ex-husbands is now moving on faster than they have expected and also upgrade quicker than they have thought. And the difference between men and women on social media who have just went through a divorce is also different like night and day. And we are going to get into those clips as we speak. But before we do, thank you so much for tuning in today. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you had an amazing start into your new week. This is 2026 and I really wish you all of the best from the bottom of my Turkish heart, and I wish for you to reach all of the goals that you have set for yourself. But you do not need a new year to start or work on a new goal. You can start anytime. I've said enough. Let's get into today's video, which is all about women regretting their divorce instantly and men approaching the whole situation a lot differently. Let's dive in, everybody.
Y'all want to know what really sucks is finding out that your husband, who you're not even filed for divorce from yet, is, and it's been a month since he left your house, and you find out that he's actually going out on a date tonight. We haven't even filed for divorce yet. Is that normal? Do men do that? Like, somebody answer me. Men, women, I don't care who it is. Somebody just answer the question. Is that normal for people to do? Because I downloaded the Stir app, which is for like single parents. And I almost vomited, and I deleted it because like I was nauseous just looking at it. And he's going out on a date tonight. I haven't been out on a date with him in over a year. How do you get over that? That's painful.
I'm sure that this young lady expected her ex-husband or still husband to be sad, upset, depressed, crying to her on the phone, asking her to work things out. I'm not saying that men don't have emotions. I'm not saying that men are going through a breakup who are sad. This is very normal. These are normal emotions, and men are human too, if you didn't notice yet. But here's the thing. And I hate to be the one giving these women a reality check. And I'm not doing this because I want to prove them wrong. I'm not doing this because I want to act like I'm something better. I'm doing this because That's what us women need. We need somebody who is real with us. We need somebody that is objectively telling us that situation is right, this situation is wrong. That is the only reason. And to be honest with you, men are sad too, but then they accept the situation for what it is and they move on quicker than us women do. It is us women who just drown in our misery, who throw on their love songs, who just can't work anymore, can't function anymore, don't want to talk to nobody anymore. We stop eating, we stop drinking. We just so messed up over something that we wanted to do. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So for this young lady, sweetheart, it is very normal that your husband, or I'm going to say ex-husband now, is moving on.
The crazy thing about it is if she had options and had a date with a man, she wouldn't be on the phone making a video talking like this. She wouldn't. She wouldn't. She wouldn't even care. Because, because a lot of, women, when they take their exit, they gonna have another guy in mind as she separates or breaks up with a guy. Mostly. But yeah, let's ride out.
He's now exploring his options. And sometimes I feel like, you can judge me for this statement, I'm married myself, marriage is a trap for men. I said it. Yeah, I did. It's us women who tend to get so bored in a relationship, especially in the marriage. Once kids arrive, routine kicks in, we just don't get pretty anymore. We feel like our husband is not giving us the attention that we are entitled to get. And the problem with this is this. We are, as women, very vocal about it. We get online, we talk about it. We get online, we bash our husbands, we bash our men that we've been with for years and years and years. Do men have a platform? I don't think so. Not really. And if they do have a platform, not a lot of them are talking about it so openly, because us women, we are so much.
We should. We should have men talking about, relationships between men and women more, especially on a national scale. We got all these talk shows. It's women centered. Why we can't have it for men? Because there's some good brothers out there that can put some other young men on game and, let it be known what it is when it comes down to certain women that, men will probably deal with and shouldn't deal with and need to deal with. So, that should be a thing. But, YouTube is the best thing that happened to brothers. Now the jig is up. And men are on to, women, they on to y'all, young men are on to the game. They on to, women that be playing games with men and they're not going for it. They're not playing in 2026. But yeah, let's ride out.
We are so much more quicker to get online and talk about our emotions. Hell, find a group of women who are just as emotional as we are so we can make it all worse. We really do not work on a solution here. We just love drowning in our misery, like I said. I'm not saying there are enough platforms for women where they can get their empowerment, but is it really empowering what these women are doing? If you are out there as a woman and you are speaking the honest to God truth, you're being judged for it. Males speak on, they're being judged for it. But what are we looking for here? Are we looking for information and platforms that's going to confirm us in what we believe? Or are we actually looking for people who can help us? Because only the truth will set you free. And the reason why I'm saying that women are so much more emotional, for one, it is a fact. And us being so emotional makes us so receptive for being manipulated by social media. But here's the thing about it. Social media will have you ladies thinking that you don't need a man, that you can do it on your own, that you can just be out there, be free, go get you another man. But yet reality shows you a whole different story. You get it? You cannot sit in front of your phone and think what you see is what you are going to get. Because a lot of us are showing ourselves with filters online. But then in reality, we're stressed the hell out. We don't look as good as we do on our Instagram feed. Our body is not that nice. What I mean to tell you is that if a man gets out there on the dating market, he is divorced but has kids, he has more options compared to a woman who is out on the dating market, who's not even in her prime anymore, who has kids, who doesn't even have the time flexibility to go and meet somebody. And if she does meet someone, unfortunately, these men, they really do not want to get into an active relationship with these women because they don't feel like dealing with the kids. Kids are a blessing. Don't misunderstand me. But they're a curse on the dating market, and that's just what it is. And there's always an exception to the rule, don't misunderstand me. But at the end of the day, if you are a woman and you want to initiate a divorce because you feel as though your husband does not make you happy anymore, think twice. Because the grass is not greener on the other side.
No, when you go through a divorce, fam, folks be expecting you to walk around, be sad, be butthurt, be talking about the one you was with and wanting to fight for your family back, and making all of these subliminals on social media. They be wanting all that to go down, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, folks be like, I'm surprised you were so happy, like, for how much that you know what I'm saying, you put into your woman. I know you love your woman, you love your family. I said, yeah, I did everything I could. You feel me? You know, you can walk away with your head high when you know you love with everything you had. And you can wipe your slate. Of course I've cried about it. You know what I mean? Of course it hurt. Of course it broke my heart. You know what I mean? Nobody builds a family just to see it break apart. But when you know you did everything you could, you just look up and you smile and you go on to the next thing, and God shows you how everything that you poured into a situation, you poured into a person, you poured into a family dynamic, he's gonna use all of that energy for something that's even a greater good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be focused on what I poured in and what I feel like I may have lost. You know what I mean? I invested in something that I believed in, and God honors that, and he still honors that by saying, son, I saw what you did with your family. I saw you lead, I saw you protect, I saw you take care of, I saw you nourish, I saw you raise children, I saw you be consistent in those matters, and I'm going to bless you with whatever it is he blesses you with. And I only focus on the blessings from being who I was in the marriage, and I'm still getting blessings now because of who I was in the marriage. So no, I don't be all sad and butthurt that I'm single and I'm out here by myself, so to speak. Like, I don't. Because when you did everything you could to love a person and it didn't work, you could walk away peacefully and know that, man, what are the lessons I need to learn? Okay, how do I need to level up? How do I need to grow? And you take those lessons and you say, it ain't even about another person. It's about, I'm about to love myself the way I love my family unit. And that's just
See, and that's the thing too, man. We have men, including me, wherever it goes, you know, whenever it goes bad, we want to overcome it and change our circumstances for the better, wherever it may be. Because we men, we have sense of pride of wanting to improve ourselves or putting ourselves in better positions in life. Whereas women, they think they can do the same thing and try to get a better result. That's why I say, you know, most of these women are consumed by the garden of insanity. Because that's what it is. You know, they're not willing to change for the better. They're thinking their way is absolute and they're going to get the best men out of it. No, you're not. Sorry to tell you, you're not. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you. You're done. These men in 2026 ain't playing with y'all. I'm definitely not playing with y'all. Y'all already know that. But yeah, let's ride out.
place I'm at, and it feels good to love myself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so happy just being in love with myself. Like, anything else is extra, because I love myself. And we got to focus on loving ourselves and stop jumping into the next thing, and just love yourself, bro. It's an amazing feeling. Everything I tell you on these apps, I'm speaking from experience, from testimony. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you nothing I'm not living. That's it.
A man's approach to this topic is so refreshing and so different, because most women, they would get online, they would either cry, they would either party, Or they would show us their divorce glow up, which, by the way, is a whole different topic for a whole different video, because this divorce glow up is nothing but I am getting ready to be in the streets, honey. But I can relate to everything that this young man is saying, and you can see that he really means it. He's genuine about it. I believe every single word that is coming out of his mouth. Listen, if you're going through a breakup, if you're going through a divorce, appreciate the times you had. Embrace the person that you have become and remember the lessons that you have learned. That relationship was one chapter in your life. It is closed. Turn the page, sweetheart. Turn the page. Now a new chapter is about to start. But in order for you to get to that new chapter, you have to find closure with the old chapter. And when I say that, I'm not saying do not listen to your emotions. You have to feel the pain. And this is a process of getting better and learning how to love yourself. If you do not go through some dark times, you will never see the sunshine or the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is true. Just like this man, you can clearly see his transition. He has made a change, but yet he is still loving and caring. He's not fussing about it. He's not fighting the feeling. He actually embraced the feeling, and now he's moving on to the next level. And let me tell you, once you have healed spiritually and emotionally and mentally, you're going to feel so much better about yourself and appreciate everything that you are doing. Tough times or even dark times are occurring in our life so we can discover our strength and grow with it, and not for us to drown in our misery. Is it normal to be sad? Yes. Is it normal to be upset? Of course. To feel anger, to feel pain? Yes, these are all emotions that are natural, human, that we have to experience. But you have to find a way to get out of that cycle, or if not, you cannot let that situation drain you, consume you. You got to be on top of that. And it all starts with your thoughts that's going to result in actions. Okay, very, very important. Listen to that sequence that young man was talking about again, and then just let it all sink in. I'm telling you, it is so helpful if you're going through a breakup.
Yeah, things in life might not work out, especially in relationships, you know. But it's good to know whatever you get into works out for you for the best. Let's have a conversation down below in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I do a variety of videos here. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.